may we hear from the visionary behind the Philippines' participation in the Venice Biennale. She has guided this project and many other culture and arts projects in the country. She has helped arts and culture thrive in the Philippines. Ladies and gentlemen, NCCA's Dangal ng Haraya awardee, Senator Loren Legarda.
Thank you. Should I still speak? I think it's the show of Edson. So I should stay in the background. Pero sayang naman tong aking script. Yeah, sayang naman, no? Okay, but I'm just so excited. It's already our fourth, Ria, or fifth? It's already our fourth, but it seems like it's always the first, right? Edson's so great. And when I walked in, I apologize for being late. I'm still jet-lagged, having been away for several weeks from various work-related travels. And then when I walked in, the first thing that Chair Almario said, "Galing-galing Edson." Sabi ko, why does it have to be said? Obvious ba? No, because he's not just a brilliant creative curator, he also communicates so well. I guess because he's in the academe, he's a professor, he's brilliant, he knows how to engage. But maybe you should allow me to read. Sayang naman yung trinabaho. Diba? Para din on record, okay lang si Juliet. Diba? Oh, Ambassador, sorry. I'm breaking protocol without recognizing everyone. Yes, of course. You know the reason why I'm late? I'm looking for my pin. My Cavaliere pin. I'm sorry I could not wear it now, so I have to seek a replacement because I thank, again, the Italian government for giving me the Cavaliere Award. But Ambassador, he is also a proponent of the Venice Biennale participation, maybe not of the Philippines, but in your previous post. Did you say that when you opened it? Oh, see? There are certain things which I say which he did not say. Do you know that in the previous post, it's not even my speech yet, okay? In the previous post of Ambassador Giorgio in Bangladesh, yes, he was instrumental in the installation of the Bangladesh pavilion in the Venice Biennale. Am I not correct? For the first time. So in that way, we have a similarity. I brought the Philippines back together with the NCCA after 51 years, and he, in his previous post, brought Bangladesh for the first time in the Venice Biennale. So our ambassador is, are you a curator? Aspiring, just like me, sort of. Are you a collector? Yes, we're both collectors. My late mother was an art collector who raised me in an environment of artists, most of whom were national artists now, but not at the time. Mang Enteng was my thesis, was the subject of my thesis in 1980. I used to go to the home of H.R. Ocampo. My mother has other national artists in her collection, which I did not realize would become national artists. Mang Cesar, Ang Kyukok, Alcuaz. Ang swerte, no? Without realizing, I used to dine with Federico Aguilar Alcuaz and post for him in his Manila Pavilion suite when Lance, my son, was only 3 months old. And he would call my mom, Adelina Rodriguez. I don't know why he would call my mom. Kahawig daw ni Adelina Rodriguez ang mom, Bessie. Anyway, why am I going there? All I'm saying is that he's a collector. My late mother was a collector. He's an aspiring curator. I have to take lessons from Dr. Patrick Flores and Dr. Edson Cabalfin to be a curator after my term. In 1 year, mag-a-apply ako. O mag-aaral ako sa... Anyway. So, thank you to DFA. ASEC Herrera Lim for the continued support. Of course, the NCCA, we could not do this without the National Commission on Culture. Chair Jun at the time and Chair Rio now, equally passionate and supportive. We could not do it also with the DOT, the TIEZA, Secretary Tio, and the PCOO, and all the agencies of government. Never has it been that government is so committed to bringing culture to the international arena. Despite troubling times in the world, culture is there to converse with all nations of the world. So it is with pride and honor that I welcome all of you as we officially present, we have already presented our curator, his curatorial concept for the Philippine Pavilion at the 16th Venice Architecture Biennale. I'm proud and exuberant because we are on our 4th consecutive participation. Let me just pause there. When we started in 2013, it seemed impossible. And even before 2013, for decades, not years, decades, there have been many efforts to bring the Philippines back. Walang makabuo, walang makasundo, walang makapondo, to put it very clearly and bluntly. And there was so much skepticism when we started working on it in 2013. And it's true. In the beginning, hindi ko mabuo, hindi ko mapondohan, umatras lahat. Hindi ako makukuha ng tao, ng staff. I had to court Ria and wait for her for several months for her to accept. My staff were legislative researchers. We were the first batch. Cherie knows that. Estelle knows that. Estelle is in TV and Cherie is literature. It was Enmina, who's now with DBM, is economics. The three of us, right? We were the curatorial team in the beginning. Then we would stare at each other for 1 year and say, what am I doing here? And there was no support at the time of government because Yolanda happened. And the priority was reconstruction. I'm just trying to, because that was in 2013. And then government pulled back its support and no EO was signed. I was left with just me and 3 staff. And I said, hayaan ko na nga. Hindi naman ako curator. Hindi naman ako, I'm a lawmaker. Hayaan mo na nga. A press con was scheduled in Peninsula. We had to cancel it because there was no support from government. And not to put down government, but because Yolanda happened. And no EO, no funds. But then, we persisted. So persistence, really, and creativity is the name of the game. So, and at the time, they would say, wala yan. Hindi mabubuo yan. Diba? Skepticism, which is natural. And then after 1 year, when we got it done, minsan lang yan. Hindi na kaya yan. Art lang yan. Hindi na kaya sa architecture. After nakuha yung architecture, art and architecture, wala na yan. Hindi na matutuloy yan. But you know, it's been the most flawless, smooth, vibrant, exuberant engagement of agencies of government. Walang intriga eh. O hindi lang niya pinapaalam sa akin. No, it's really, people just, there's just so much convergence. Really. It's great to work with the NCCA. Really, really. So this is, as you all know, the oldest and the most prestigious contemporary art platform in the world. But what makes me even prouder is that our National Pavilion will be housed once again. For those who have been there, I think some of those who have covered, Paulo, yes, you were there 2 years, for 2 years already, yes. At the what's the right pronunciation, Ambassador? Artigli, how do you say it? I might make a mistake. Artigliere. You say it for me.
Artiglierie.
Okay, I'll just say Arsenale. Yeah, Artigliere of the Arsenale, one of the main exhibition spaces of the Venice Biennale. It's beautiful. For those who are going, it's exciting. For those who have been there, you'll never tire of it. The space in itself is an artwork. So we've really come a long way from really literally looking for spaces. Nagtatawaran, kala mo tawad Divisoria, di ba, Ria? In the cold, and then realizing that we didn't have the funds to pay for the space, meeting the right people, leading us on, and people leaving us, di ba? Committing and then leaving because we didn't have the funds, people wanting to participate or wanting to join but had agenda, or until we're stuck with just ourselves, no, Ria? But still, we're here. So we've really come a long way from trying to return to the Venice Biennale after 51 long years of absence to actually being able to do so despite the many challenges that almost had us giving up. Yes, I gave up, I admit. In one late evening in the Senate, Cherie was here, right? Diba sabi ko, hayaan mo na nga, Huwag na tayo matuloy sa Biennale. Ma'am naman, sayang. We've done so much. That was the first time. Yeah. I said, hayaan mo na. Ayoko na, ayoko na. And then, Cherie was the one who said, and Estelle, Ma'am, tuloy natin. Paano? Wala tayong pera. Wala tayong staff. Hindi mo tayo curator. And that was 5 years ago. Okay. So, I'm grateful to the NCCA. Chair Rio, thank you for your continued support. You're a very dedicated staff. I'm sure you're proud of what we've done so far and what you will continue to do even after me, please. Even after me in 2019. Okay? After us, okay? So, Department of Foreign Affairs, please continue your career, Leo, okay? You make sure, even after 2019, I'll watch you from the sidelines. You better include it in your regular budget of cultural diplomacy. Let it not be said that it's only there when I'm there, and when I'm not there, it will not be approved. It should be in your net. It should be in your part of your cultural diplomacy program, and not just the Biennale, all the other culture initiatives. Okay. So, we created the PAVB committee, coordinating committee. Ang bigat pakinggan, no? Ang ganda ng logo. Pag tingnan mo yung website, ang galing, no? Isa lang yan, si Ria lang yan. Ria, raise your hand. Yeah, Ria's very sacrificial and creative and dedicated. Ria Brihino. Okay. She's the Philippine Arts in Venice Biennale Coordinating Committee for supporting me, us, in turning our vision into reality. It is a vision to make the Filipino talent to be part of the global contemporary art scene, because I know that we can. The curatorial proposals we receive every year prove the talent, creativity, and intelligence of our curators, artists, and architects. Ang gagaling, it's not easy. Beautiful. It's not just the winners or the winning curatorial proposal. Many are really brilliant. And I wish we could publish it from the beginning, if they would allow. And there's nothing wrong, there's nothing embarrassing about not being selected, because it's really difficult. I wish we have it on soft and hard copy. It would be good for it to be in the library of every institution. But apart from bringing the Filipino talent to the global center stage, I envision our participation in the Venice Biennale to open more opportunities for the growth of our curators and artists, and encourage more Filipinos to unleash our creativity. I want Filipinos to realize the importance of art that is an expression of oneself, of one's society, of one's nation. In terms of architecture, we sometimes dismiss it as merely the design or construction of buildings and spaces, without realizing that it has an effect on our life, in our community, and even in our past, present, and future as a nation. Architecture, as you know, is an integral part of our life. It is in our daily journey. Architecture likewise helps define our perception of our community. Architecture makes us appreciate history and heritage. I see architecture as a crucial element of building equitable, sustainable, and inclusive societies. These facets of architecture are present in our Philippine Pavilion for this year. The curatorial concept of Dr. Edson Cabalfin does not look at city as mere built heritage, built structure, or architecture, but it looks deeper into the people who live in the city, the souls, and the whole ecosystem. Baka mali ako, Edson, ganun ba? Oh, sige. Nakaka-nervyos ang galing-galing. Yeah. Yeah. I'm excited, as I know all of you are, to see how the concept will be mounted as our national pavilion. I am certain this is a work that we will all be truly proud of. And it says here, before we formally present our curator, but I came late, so we've presented him and his concept. I would also like to thank all those who joined the open call for curatorial proposals for the 2018 Philippine Pavilion. All the proposals were well written, well thought of, and let's consider Chair Rio and Ria only if all the curators agree from the beginning that we will have and publish it. We can provide the funds for 2019, only for those who agree. No, only for those who agree. Maybe we can ask each and every participant in the past 5 years to have, or we can even have like an exposition here, like the Venice Biennale and let them, both architecture and art, let them mount it in the Philippines, what was not mounted in Venice. And it can be, magastos yun. No, but we can, gastos is not an issue because we can fund it. It would be nice. We can have the NCCA and Intramuros, this space in Manila, like Venice, right? It can be Ermita, Malate, the PICC complex, the NCCA, and the whole Intramuros as the art space to mount the art and architecture together, to have a hard copy for only those who agree that they will be revealed as participants, right? So we respect those who do not wish. So we will have soft and hard copy, and then they can mount it, and those who agree can be funded by government. Yes, I commit to do that next year, if you want, if they want. So I just wish to stress that our presence in the Venice Biennale is an advocacy in itself. Through our national pavilion, we converse with other pavilions, and with every individual who visits our pavilion, we are able to relate our truths to the world, while also connecting with Filipinos and the world, showing them the importance of architecture in inspiring life, in shaping society, and in building a nation. So thank you, Edson, Ambassador. Thank you for your continued support, DFA. And who's the cultural diplomacy head now? Is she here? Ah, yes, yes, good. So, hinahabilin ko, no? Please, please continue with your support for the NCCA. Although in the annual budget of NCCA, diretso na to, hindi na dumadaan sa kanila. So whoever replaces him after our terms, Ria, the PAVB stays, and this should be part of the NEP, and DOT and DFA should continue to support it. Of course, the Italian government would not allow for a stop to the participation of the Philippines. So I've said too much. Edson, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so
And
much.
he's so active in social media. I hope we can also have the bloggers. Did we invite bloggers? Yes, because we're very traditional. Pasensya na, that's my milieu. Yes, but the younger ones, could we invite the bloggers? Maybe we can have another press conference, even virtual, with bloggers. Diba? Oo. Yeah, kasi panahon namin nila, boom nila, Juliet, yan. Print, TV, ganyan. Diba? Okay. Sige, thank you. Did Cherio speak already? Lahat tapos na. Closing na ako. Sige. Thank you. Question and answer?